This is so weird. But my hat creates like a weird shade on my head. Oh, that's okay. Alright. So, a couple developments. I've been growing my nails out to be really long, and today this one guy came really late to class, and though there were other tables open, he decided to sit next to me, like literally pull up a desk and sit next to me, though he didn't need to, and I pulled my chair over and I got a hangnail, and then eventually it just snapped off, so like that's really gross. And I have this, I don't even know why I'm saving it, but like that's the part that snapped off, which is a lot because I've been growing my nails to be really long. But yeah, I'm outside on the balcony. It's actually like much warmer than I thought it would. I made myself some tea because I thought it would be cold, and because my throat has been hurting since yesterday, which sucks because I never get sick. And there's no milk, but it's okay. I'll just buy some milk later. And today I went for their new look. I just wear a crew neck, which was actually my mom's, but it looks pretty like not worn out. Sorry for the noises outside. And I braided my hair last night, but obviously my hair is short, so it doesn't like stay in very well. So this looks like a new for me. I tie-dyed this hat at camp. I don't know if you can really see that well, and it turned out pretty nicely, except for this part, this little gross little brown part. I'm like not ready to curl my hair yet or anything like that, or even like invest in a straightener, just because my hair still feels pretty healthy. It's only been a little over a month since I've cut it. But today, as you can tell from the title, I wanted to talk about how my camera fucked around with me a little before coming back to life. There's someone talking on the phone. And a delivery man just arrived. So I've been using a tumbler, like a tumbler cup, I think it's called, to carry my water in, just so I could put in ice because it was still really hot and I didn't want my water to get all warm while I was making my journey to school. So I would use my mom's, and the thing was that you like screw on the top, and then there's like a screw, like an open and close screw that you would use. Usually I forgot to close the open close screw after I washed it, which was really dumb, which is how it spilled the first time. And I'll add like a clip of what it looks like. But I think, yeah, Friday I fell asleep in class. Yes, I know, typical Noah, whatever. And oh my god, look at my face. Look at how the table just reflects on my face. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But I fell asleep in class, so I drank my ice water, and it was really cold, thinking that it would wake me up, even though I've tried that method like a billion times and it's never worked. And so obviously it did not work, and I was asleep, so my water like had toppled over in my bag without me noticing. And so I walked to my next class because I purposely make my classes back to back because I do commute to school. And I later find out when I'm digging into my backpack to get my notebook out that it's wet, like yet again. I freak out because my camera's at the bottom of my bag, and of course like everything's wet, and my camera bag is drenched. And I panicked because I bought this new camera. I invested in this new camera, which I spent quite a lot of money on, like the majority of my paycheck that I made over the summer. And I panicked, and I turned it on after class, and it seemed to work fine. I had to like run to the bathroom to wipe the bottom of my bag and soak up all the water, but for the majority it seemed to work okay. So I like didn't even try to do anything about it. I just turned it on and turned it off, and it looked fine. Like it didn't even look foggy, like it looked great. Fast forward, and Friday I was leaving for Ithaca, so my sister and I met up at Port Authority, and we made our way to New Jersey, and she picked us up, and I forgot my camera in my bag in the trunk. So I was like, and I didn't even remember until it was like way too dark outside to be filming, so I didn't even bother to film that day, and decided to film Apple Fest instead when we went on Saturday. And I brought it in my little purse and everything, and my camera did not turn on, and I panicked because like I said, I had spent so much money on this thing. I absolutely love this camera, and I couldn't believe that I had destroyed it within a little over a month that I had been using it. I was panicking and looking up ways on Google to like fix cameras that have been exposed to water damage. Oh my god, it's still so hot. I couldn't even do anything about it because I didn't have any access to like rice or anything, and I was literally staying in my friend's dorm, so I couldn't do anything. And I was like, okay, you know what, it's probably just the battery, like I'll charge it, like I'll figure it out, because I told my sister and I didn't want her to like panic too much. So I charged it overnight and it worked when I turned it on in the morning. So I was like, great, you know what, I'm gonna film us going down to get the apples because we're going down to Apple Fest again before we leave. We go to breakfast, which is actually like the afternoon. We went to Waffle Frolic, and I tried to film us eating like our food to create like a little montage, and my camera turned on and then it just shut off. Like the lens didn't even go back into the camera, and nothing was working when I would press the on and off button, and nothing was working for me. Like I had to take out the battery a bunch of times and press the on and off button in order for the lens to move back in. And so I had to try that a number of times, and my camera still wasn't working until my sister told me like, Daddy's probably possessing the camera. And I have never mentioned this before, but just like a little background, I'll go a little more detail into it I think in another video, but my dad passed away last year, and he was also a photographer, and so everything I know about cameras, basically he taught me everything. Or like even computers too, he taught me everything. And so my sister was like, he's probably possessing your camera as like a punishment for you being dumb and spilling your water on your camera, which at the time freaked me out. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I know I was stupid, like I'm never going to use that water bottle again, I'm going to be so careful, like I'll put it in a different pocket and everything. And it made sense to me, you know, like my family, well, personally I'm agnostic, but when I go back to Japan, like my family is Buddhist, so I like pray at the shrine whenever I visit my grandparents' house, and I like pray to my ancestors and my grandfather, and you know, any past family members that have passed away. And Buddhism, you might not know, but believes in reincarnation, and like it's very spiritual. So it made sense to me that my dad was possessing my camera, like oh my god. And so I freaked out, and I was just avoiding using it because I knew it wouldn't work until I figured something out. And like, so I was even looking online to like look at how much a new battery costs, because my battery seemed to be draining out really quickly. Like I would turn it on 3 times and my battery would just die. Like I wouldn't even film a long time, it would just die. But right now it says that I've been filming for like 9.5 minutes and it seems to be working okay, but I feel like after this it's just gonna like die. How many times have I been saying that? Just gonna ride it out and figure it out. Like it's not like my camera's malfunctioning. I actually turned out really lucky because there's no like internal water damage from what I can tell, except for my battery that dies really quickly, and it turns out okay now. So I think that my dad is slowly letting me off the hook, but I've been really careful about it. Like I changed my water bottle today because I didn't have school on Monday and Tuesday, so I've been like really careful about it. I'm probably not gonna bring my camera around anymore with a water bottle, to like carry it in a completely separate pocket or even just completely different bag. That's like a really quick kind of story of how my camera resurrected after dying and being possessed by my dad. I thought it would be much cooler, and here I am like half sweating over here. I don't even know if this counts as a story time. I feel like it's not, because it's not even that interesting of a story, and it's pretty short. I wish like interesting things would happen to me, like weird crazy things. Like watching Remy Ashton's story times are hilarious and like half terrifying. Like I don't wish that like shit like that would happen to me, but like honestly this story time is really boring. Oh my god, I'm never filming out here again, it's so hot. I thought, you know, since it's fall season and today was the first time that I really felt like it was really cold in the city, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you do, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.